Magic Monday, guys. Let's see if it's live. Good, it's going. All right. Let me add my little... Just realized the battery's running out. And so, okay. So, I wanted to remind you that my Christmas class, which is right here, is available right now. It's $45, and you get this huge countdown calendar. And what you're getting is it's already made. It's already pre-made. The boxes and everything, the drawers are already pre-made. All this is pre-made, already done for you. You don't even have to fold it. The only thing you do on this is decorate it. And it comes with all these little numbers pre-cut. These squares are pre-cut. There's the stickers, all those little stickers and stuff. Those all come with it. Then you get all the supplies you need to add the little animals and ribbon. You get everything you need to add the cuteness to it. Before it was kind of just a plain holiday advent calendar, and I updated it. So you're getting everything you need to make this, as well as the 6 tags, which, well, you're getting everything you need to make this, as well as 6 tags. These tags are not your average tags. They're huge tags. These tags are perfect for scrapbooking. They're also good for the long slimline cards. And a slimline card is a card that fits into a business envelope. And so it's like a little cheaper envelope, but it fits in a long, so it's long, it's 8, I forget how many inches it is. It's like 3-4 inches wide, and then like 6 or 7 inches long. And so it could fit, these could be perfect for a long slimline card, or they would be perfect just to add to a gift bag. Like you add this to a gift bag and you're good to go. You just add it to the gift bag, you're done. You don't need anything else. It's just pretty just as is. So you get everything you need for these huge tags, 6 of them, that are so adorable, using all the cuteness from the paper. You'd be getting 2 rolls of ribbon. One is the real red gold trim ribbon, and one is the old olive gold trim ribbon. And that is, that's a total of 10 yards of ribbon. That's a lot of ribbon. If you don't know your yardage, trust me, it's a lot of ribbon. And then you'd be getting also a full pack of these artistry blooms, adhesive back sequins. And they're so nice. I love them so much. I love that I don't have to add the glue. I just pop them on something and make it decorative. So that's what you'd be getting with that. So I mean, really, really good value for your money. That calendar alone was $30 originally. So you're getting a steal on that. And then you're getting a full pack of the paper, a full pack of the sequins, a full pack of the ribbon. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. So I'll put the link in the description, as well as it's on my page right now if you wanted to check it out and register. I think I only have 4 spots left of, I'm pretty sure I only have 4 spots left of the countdown calendar. Okay, so I mean, that's not much. So please sign up if you're going to sign up, because there's only 4 spots left. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started on our craft. It's Magic Monday, so that means we're going to be doing a Disney-inspired craft every Monday, okay? And so the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be making an Aristocats-inspired card using the stamp set, using the Sweet Stockings stamp set. The cats all jumped up on the table and everything a minute ago. I had to stop filming and redo it. Using this sweet little stocking stamp set and the dies that go with it. And the dies are so good. The dies that go with it are amazing. Here they are. The dies are so good. They cut out the hat. They cut out stockings. They cut out the little toes and the heel. That's what these little curved pieces are for the stockings. Like this. They cut out this so that, you know, so you can add that to your stocking. I can cut out the cat. I can cut out the dog. The gifts. This is the trim that goes at the top of the stocking. But the best part is this tag. Having this tag just makes it the best part of the, you know, this kit. I've used this tag quite a bit with a bunch of different things. So I really recommend this set to anyone who's interested because, oh, and look at that little holly. I hadn't even seen the holly in here. I haven't even used it. Maybe I'll bust that out today if I can find a little paper. My cat's just knocked everything on the ground, so I might not have any paper. But I definitely would like to try that in there if I can. Oh, perfect. I just need a little red. Okay, we'll use that for the holly. Perfect. I wasn't planning on cutting out that, but it's too cute to pass up. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll get started. The cat's knocked everything down. I had to restart filming. It was a chaos for a sec. So I already had started the video a few minutes ago and restarted it. So we've got a normal card base. This is 4¼ inches by 11. And then I always like these tall cards. I don't really like them when they're, I don't like the book fold for some reason. I always prefer this fold. And I chose the light bulb paper, and we're going to be using this, and it's just layered down. So this one here is going to be 4 inches by 5¼ and then the light bulb is 3¾ by 5 inches to get the layering look that you want. And then we're going to be using this paper. I would stamp the stockings, but I'm going to go ahead and use the paper that that would be included in the kit that I was showing you earlier. You'd be getting a 12 by 12 pack of that paper, and that paper is stinking adorable. I can't get enough of that paper. I keep thinking of all these different things to do with it. So when I get a paper that has a lot of large images, many times I will choose one sheet that I will just cut out the images, and then the other sheet I will save and use for like the background or using it as a background like this. But it has such big images, it's kind of hard to make this the full background of a page. You can do it, it's just kind of big. So I like to usually cut these out, unless you're a scrapbooker, but so I tend to like these to cut these out. So then we have our little cats. There's going to be 3 cats. There's going to be I think it's Marie is the white one, Figaro, no, it's Berlioz, and I can't remember the other. I don't think his name is Figaro. Figaro, I think, is from Pinocchio. And so I'm going to see what their name are. So the Aristocat kittens. There they are. Yeah, there we go. I was going to say, I want to know their names. Let's see. Their names were... Let's see. Berlioz, Marie. No, that's not it. I know they were all composers, is all I could remember. Gosh, I wish I could figure out their names. Yeah, I forget. I'll remember later. Sorry, guys. So, we're going to be using the pumpkin pie. We're going to be using the gray granite and light gray granite primarily. And then we're also going to be using Night of Navy to color. And let's see. Where's my other gray? Let's see, we might want ivory. Ivory will like lighten and darken things up. It's like a really good color to have. Bronze will also lighten and darken things. I am having worse time finding my gray. I didn't already get it out, did I? No? Oh, goodness. I'm having the worst time today. There we go. There it is. I was having the hardest time finding everything today. I needed gray, Or, yeah, that's right. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and color. We're gonna leave this one white. I'm very curious to see what this looks like when it dries, so I'm gonna color in the corner here. Because I might actually use this for, when you mix this with something, it'll lighten it. So for example, if I wanna color this one pumpkin pie, I'm using the light pumpkin pie. And let me color his paw and I can show you. Let's see, or I think, yeah. Well, I can show you over here on a larger spot. When you color with one color and then you color over with the ivory, it lightens the color. It lightens up the color so it's not so dark. I'm pretty sure it lightens it. Yeah, so let's give it a second and you'll see it's not so dark. I don't know what it is, but it just lightens up the color. You see, it's already lightening a little bit. So when I color his little paw, it'll lighten the color. We'll see if I like it. We'll do it just in the paws first. It tends to take away the harshness of some colors. All right, and so we'll color him. See, because this is kind of a real orange. And I mean, the cat is orange. I just don't know if I want him so bright. I don't know. The paw to me looks a little too dark, but I'm going to color his other paw so at least he matches. And then we're going to be cutting this out. See, but it gives a lighter color. You can play around with it and try it. Then there's also a color lifter, which I do not have. And then we're going to make this one. He is a dark. Tends to be a little bit darker gray, but I don't want him to be too gray because, you know, the blends, you have some freedom in taking away some color. There we go, see it. At first, the color is one thing, and then as the alcohol dries, it looks a little bit different. Just a little bit. It's really subtle. And you could, of course, use the simple markers that we have. I just like the shading aspect that you can get with the blends. So now I'm taking the dark gray granite and I'm taking the bullet end. Before I was using the brush end. And so I'm going to go just outline some of his features. And I tend to outline the dots here. And then I'll do a little bit on the edges here. Let's see. Just adds a little something. It just adds a little tiny bit of texture to it. And I'll do the same over here, taking the bullet end. I don't have anything, I don't think I really want to use anything on the white cat, on Marie, because I don't want her to look too dark. And it just kind of blends in. All right, good. There we go. That looks good. And then we're going to cut these out along with the stockings. So we're going to be doing a little bit of cutting. I really wish I could figure out the names of the cats. I just can't remember. And so we have our little cutter. Oh, I forgot to stamp I was going to stamp a little Santa hat. That's okay. We don't have to do that because we're going to have bows and everything. So, all right. So we're going to take our little stamp cut emboss machine, which is right here. I have a mini one that I can fit on my desk. And then there's also a larger one. But I have this mini one that I love that I can fit on my desk. It's the best. And you see it comes all, it's not big. You know, it's not very big. This is really small. If you look at how big my hands are, it's about a little bit taller than my hand. And then it's a little bit wider than my hand. So, I mean, it's not very big at all. And so you go ahead and you pop this open and you have your little plates. And the plates are where you put down your paper. You see, so I'm going to put my dies and my paper here. So we'll do our stockings first. And I have a little trick when I'm doing the stockings is we go ahead and we put our stocking dies on there, and then we add a little bit of what's the word? Washi tape. We add a little bit of washi tape. Oh, that one won't fit. Oh, I thought that one would cut out. Oh, this one. This one will cut out. Okay, and so we put a little bit of washi tape on there, and you don't put it on your image, because sometimes washi tape can be strong. Sometimes washi tape is super light, but sometimes it can be strong. So I just put a tiny bit of washi tape here to the side. I try not to have it touch the image, but just to hold it in place. And then we have our other one. Yeah, this one fits here. And it just holds it just a touch in place, because sometimes the plate will shift just a little bit, and your dies will move, and you don't want your die to move, especially like a large one like this. Sometimes it'll slip just a little bit, and then your image is cut crooked. And so then we have the last one, which I think I want this green one instead of red. These ones are red. I guess I just don't like it too matchy-matchy. No, I think we'll stick with all the red tones. It's okay. You can also cut out, oops, I don't want too much on my image because it can tear the image sometimes, depending on how strong the washi tape is. So you have your white plate, which is your base plate, and then you have your second plate, and see, it's even labeled with numbers, and then you have your third plate, which you put on top. I've switched it around so that I can keep using. I need to order some more plates. All right, and then we just press it through. And you see it's just gonna go right through. And you're gonna hear it cutting. All right, and this is not a very detailed cutter. I mean, this is not a very detailed, but look, there we go. 1, 2, and 3. There are 3 stockings all pre-cut. And so that's done. Then we have to do our cats, okay? And so the cat also has a cutter. So we'll go ahead and we'll pop that on. And especially when I'm using a piece that I've colored, I want to make sure I'm using the washi tape, because otherwise sometimes it'll cut off part of the image and you already colored it, so you don't really want that. And so I only have 1 cat, so we have to do this 3 times, but that's okay. I have time. All right. Even with the chaos of the cats and me starting over on my video, oh goodness, crazy cats. I love my cats, but man, today they were fighting really badly earlier. I had to stop the whole video and go back again. Maybe because they're jealous because I'm doing Aristocats, an Aristocats themed, and they were jealous. I don't know. It was just so weird. I'm like, you guys are being so aggressive. Calm down. And the good thing also about these animals is you could even shade it a little bit where, like, if they had stripes, like my cat is an orange cat, but he has stripes. The Aristocats one doesn't have any stripes. He's just orange. I checked earlier to make sure that I was coloring them all the right colors. And he was just plain orange. He didn't even have any stripes on him, which I thought was kind of funny because I was thinking, well, I guess there are some orange cats that don't have stripes. I just always think that they're striped in my mind. I need to ask my friend Casey. My good friend Casey, she is like a cat whisperer, and I mean that literally. She'll help me with the stray cats in the apartment complex, you know, whenever we find kittens and stray cats, and she'll just, you know, she's amazing. And she'll just go up to a cat, like we can't catch it, and she'll go up and she'll just catch it. Like she'll just walk right up to it and take it, and it'll be fine. Like, that is amazing. I'm just amazed that she can do that kind of stuff. So, and the cats just go right to her. They know not to fear her, and because she's so good to them, and she'll take them and get them fixed and bring them back so that they can live out a happy cat retirement in the apartment complex, unless someone decides to adopt them, which my neighbors and I have done for several cats. All right, so see, there you go. See, all the cats are cut out. See, this one's, I didn't have it perfectly aligned, but that's okay. She still looks cute, and she does too. But see, all the pieces are all cut out with that die cutting machine. So I like that I didn't have to cut it by hand, is what I was trying to show you. And sometimes just using that die cutter is just perfect. All right, so now we're gonna be hanging our stockings. See, this is a little too busy, this background. I had a feeling this background was too busy. I think I'm gonna switch it up. It's like too much. Or I need another piece to go over the top or something. I've gotta switch it up just a little bit. Let me think. I like the pink, I think I'm gonna need a piece of white. And maybe not that big. I think I'll trim this down. And unless I have one already trimmed, which I might. Here we go. I have a piece of white already trimmed. And then I do want the pool party. So maybe I'll just take the pool party. I was really trying to use that paper. Oh well. I have one that's already trimmed up. I just have to trim it a little bit shorter. There it is. That's what I get. I just got so excited about the paper, I forgot that I was layering. It was like gonna be really busy to have the stockings there. Well, to each his own. I think it's a little bit busy to have the stocking there. Let me make sure. So this is 4 inches by 5 1/4. Yeah, that's perfect. And this one here is the same size, so I need to trim this one down to 3 3/4 by 5 inches. Okay. Yeah. Huh, this was trimmed down too short. So good thing I had this extra one. Perfect. So good thing I didn't glue down this piece. I think we'll use this one instead. But you see, it's so busy to have all these colored ones against the, even if I lifted them up, it's just going to be a lot. And this way I can also stamp my sentiment on here too. So let's go ahead and glue this down. I actually want to put, let's see where we can put our Santa paws. Well, we'll find room for a sentiment. See, I want to put my stockings here, and I want them hanging from a string. See, but now the stockings shine instead of the light bulb paper. I could have put the light bulb paper behind, but I guess I just didn't want to waste the design of it on so little a piece. Yeah, and then we can put Santa Paws is coming to town here. Or I pulled out the Peace, Love, and Kisses, but I meant to grab the Santa Paws. Might not fit actually once I put everything on. Well, it'll fit. There we go. So we'll go ahead and put that in the corner. And so my little Aristocats inspired card. I was unsure what to do. I did Coco last week, which was fun. Coco was a good one. Oh, this is crooked. Hold on. There we go. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and put some twine. So now I know which twine I definitely want to use. I want to use this twine here. That's the black and white striped twine. This came from the Playful Pets twine pack. And let me glue this on. I always, before I glue down my, I always want to stamp my image before I glue it down, because sometimes I have to flip it over, and if I have it already glued, then I'm going to waste this piece and this piece half the time. So I'm just trying to avoid that. Okay. Cool. I'm getting better at trying to make sure I don't go off camera, guys. I'm trying. I'm not the best, but I'm trying my best. So before I glue this down, now some people will just bring the ribbon right to the edge and glue it down. I actually find that it's better if you actually just wrap it around. Just wrap your twine around, and then you can adjust it. And I always use a little bit of tape, and I just realized that my tape, oh, there it is. Okay. I thought I had moved it and gotten rid of it. I'm like, oh, this day has been such a tough day. Or this afternoon, actually. This morning was great. I was doing great. And then all of a sudden I hit afternoon, and it's like, hit me like a ton of bricks for a second. And so I'm moving it, I'm almost like halfway down, because I also have to make sure I have room for my cats. And then I can adjust it. Let me check my stockings once they're on here and see if it's down too far. I really love this long stocking. Yeah, it was too far. I need to go up a little bit more. Yeah, whoops. Whoops. But see, it's okay that the Scotch tape ripped a little, because it's on the back. No one's going to see that part. I'm going to glue it down anyway. And so I need to just move this. All right. I need to move it up higher. There we go. I don't want it to be too high, because I want to be able to see the sentiment. But I can always move the cat a little too. But I want to make sure. So it's about a third of the way down, because I want the stockings to fit. And they're going to be at an angle too, so I can twist them a little bit more. I just find Scotch tape holds my string a little bit better, and my ribbon, so I tend to use that. So we're going to glue this down with just the mono liquid glue. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Feel free to comment as you see fit. All right, cool. And this is a cherry cobbler base. I don't know if I told you guys, this is just 4 1/4 by 11 inches. I tend to like the cards that are long. I like them when they're like this, tinted. I don't know. I just like them a little bit better. Just my preference. Everyone has a preference for something. So we're going to go ahead and we'll have our stockings here. And I wanted them to be, yeah. Let's see. I want the long one in the middle. And so you can always lift it up just a touch. This long one, it's like too long. I have a feeling I might need to cut another one. It's just a little bit too long. You see, once I add the cats, I also need to add the cats on top. You see, if I put it too much taller, then I'm going to cover up my sentiment. I'm going to have to just switch out this stocking really quick. I'll switch it out for this one here. And I'm just going to fussy cut it, because I don't want to do the die cutter again. Not while I'm, there we go. It won't look as good as the other stockings, but it won't look as trimmed, but we'll just go with it. I'm pretty good at fussy cutting. There we go. So now we have what we needed. That long, I really wanted to use this long one, but it's just too long for this particular. It's because I'm also using the shorter side of the card. So that's what I get. All right, so I want to put the small one in the middle. It's kind of what I wanted, but actually I might just put the green one in the middle. That's okay, they're all different sizes. Okay, and so, yeah. I feel like this is off to this side a little. There we go. All right, so we'll put our dimensionals on the back. Okay, and let's see. I like the colors of the different. And see, this is Pool Party. It looks like it's white, but it's actually Pool Party when you go up and look at it. It's at first it looks white. We'll put it, I think, right here. And then the bows. So I think I want to tuck these under. I don't know, the little tags are kind of popping up because it's a little short. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to cut them off. I might just cut them off because they're kind of in the way. And then we're going to be adding our cats right there to them. And so those will be on the top. I guess they're just going to cover up the tags anyway. So I think I'll cut them off. And that way they're just gone. On some of my other projects, you could actually see the tag, so it made a difference. But in this case, the cat head is a little large. The whiskers kind of overlap it. So we'll go ahead and we'll pop our stockings down. I'm going to start with that one. Okay, cute. And then I'm going to put this one here to the side because I always do my last, when I'm doing 3 objects, I always do the middle one last because then I can make sure I get it right in the center. And so, yeah, and then I'm going to get that right in the center. Whereas sometimes, you know, as you move across the card, you'll get them backward. All right, cool. So we'll go ahead and we'll, sorry, I turned it upside down, guys. That wasn't my intention. And then we're going to pop our little, we've got to add our bows on there. I think I want the white one in the middle. Marie is the girl, so she gets the middle. And I think Berlioz is the black one, or the gray one. Moreover. All right. And I have little bows. I'm going to show you guys how we made little bows for them. Each of them had a different kind of, bow. He has a blue one. She has pink ones. I don't know if you remembered, but she has pink ones. Like big pink ones. I should actually move him over so I can do her big pink bow, actually. I just realized. Because her bow is huge and it's going to pop out of her head. And so I'll move her over. Oy. So I can tell my friend Casey I dedicated this card to her. she'll crack up. She loves everything cats. My friends were so kind. They got me a Dooney and Burke Disney Cats Dooney and Burke bag. And I don't know if you guys know how expensive those Dooney and Burke bags, but they're pricey. I'm not going to lie. And see, look, because I put the cat on top of the twine, a little bit on the top of the twine, he's popping up from that too. So that's good. And she's going to be here. I might add a little pink to her cheeks or something so that she has a little bit of color on her face. I don't like that she's so plain. And then Toulouse. His name is Toulouse. That's it. Toulouse. Which Toulouse is, I think, also a composer. I could be wrong. Berlioz, Toulouse, and Marie. That was it. It was killing me. I'm a Disney fanatic, so I was dying. Like, why can't I think of the name of these cats? So there we go. So we've got that. And so now what I wanted was her bow here is going to be, I'm going to be using this is the Blushing Bride ribbon and some white twine. And so sometimes without tying a bow, you can make a bow. And so that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to tie a bow without, well, make a bow without tying a bow is what I meant to say. All right. All right. So what you do is you take your white twine, you take just a rectangle, any rectangle, and if you watch my Cruella de Vil video that I made about the Minnie Mouse ears I made, the Cruella mini ears, you'll see that's how I tied a bow that way. And so you just tie it around, and I'm going to tie a little knot, tie it tightly so it stays nice and snug, tie a little knot, and then I'm going to trim it. I can also negotiate and move it down a little bit. Move it down just a touch. And so I tied a double knot in the back. I'm going to trim off the little string and trim off the edges a little bit. It might be good. I mean, if this were something I was going to use all the time, I would maybe use a little lighter on the end. The fire will keep it from fraying. And so part of me wants to run over and grab a match and do that. I might still do that. Actually, I will. So you'll just use a little match and you just burn the edge, and the edge will stay nice and nice and tight so that you're not going to have any fraying. Let me get my tweezers. So right, just a little bit along the edge. Yeah. And it's just enough to get it to where it's not going to fray. That's it. So now it won't fray anymore because of that. I actually want it a little bit tighter, but I think when I put my glue dot down, or my dot, see, I want it a little bit smaller even. I might tie it again, get it even tighter. It's a little, I thought I had it tight enough. But that little tiny bit on the edge is enough to keep it from fraying, but you've still got plenty for your bow. Come on, there we go. Because you want it to look like a real bow. That just looked like a little rectangle with this string around it. And then we're going to add a little gem on top so it looks a little bit. My big fat finger is trying to tie things. There we go. All right, perfect. There we go. Now I've got my little bow, my pink bow. And so it's going to go on here on her head. And I'm going to find a way to get it just right. It might be a little too big. Maybe put it behind her ears a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe it's just too long. Oh, I might have to cut it again. My day has gone like this today, guys. I have to keep doing, redoing. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now it's a little bit smaller. Yeah. And I can move it down just a touch. Get it to where it's going to pop up. There we go. That looks a little bit more like a bow. It was looking a little funky there for a minute. And then we have the red one, which is just a little bit of a knot on the, he has just a little knot around his neck essentially, and just kind of hangs loose. So I'm going to tie this in a little, and it's going to hang down a little bit more. And his hangs down like that. Okay, it's a little too long. His does hang down though. All right. And I'll just do it all at that same time. And then the last one is a little tricky because his is an actual bow as well, but it's blue and I don't have a single blue ribbon. So I couldn't find any ribbon that was blue. Oh, but you know what? I have the pale or the peacock ribbon. That one would work, I guess. Yeah, I think I'll grab the peacock ribbon because I was going to color this ribbon, but it might not work either. I think it's going to be a little rough. I was going to try and color it blue. Let me see what it looks like. Because you can color, yeah, that looks too boring and ugly. You can color the white ribbon with the blends, but you can't do it with all the ribbons, but you can with the blends. There we go. Okay. There we go. That'll work. It's not as blue as I want it to be, but it'll work. And I think I can tie this one in a knot. And it will be popped out enough. It will be, yeah, that'll be good. Because the back side you see is this pretty peacock blue. I wonder if that would have worked for my pink bow if I dyed that one in a knot. Oh guys, after all that time I spent on the bow, and here I might change it. I might change it. Let's see. I'm gonna cut it and see what it looks like. No, I don't like that knot on her head too big. It's too big that way. So, all right. So this is gonna go there with a little glue dot. Yeah, his little red one is always just kind of hanging loose. And that's Berlioz. His is never tied. His is always just gonna hang down. And so that's why I kept his extra long so it would hang down. But his, to lose, is, maybe I've got it backward, but the orange one is always in a little bow. And so we'll trim this up. And then we'll all right, woof. It's like really, his is always in a little tiny bow right here on his chest. There we go, that looks perfect. Oops, wrong one. Wrong side. I normally don't worry about the fraying, but that pink one frayed so much. Now I'm like paranoid about it. Oh my gosh, so cute. So that one gets his little bow there. And she's gonna get her bow on her head. And I think I'll definitely add a little something to her cheeks so that she has a little bit of something on her cheeks, a little bit of color. Maybe just a little bit of pink. Maybe a little pink on her nose too. There we go. I think we'll add just a little bit of pink to the dots here. Just a little pink to her nose, maybe. There we go. So at least she gets a little bit of color before I add the glue dot of her bow. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. And I think that was all I wanted, was to add the 3 little bows. So you had your little Aristocats. Oh, and then I was gonna add some little gems so that we had some cuteness on the top. I could add these red ones. I wanna add a bow to her a little dot to her. Maybe I'll add this big red one to her bow to cover up the white that's on there. Yeah, there we go. And so she gets like a little gem on hers, but it coordinates with the rest of the stuff. And so I feel like she's hanging off. Maybe the bow is like weighing her down. Maybe I need an extra dimensional under there. Yeah, I think I need to just put this on its own dimensional, and that way it's not pressing her down so far. No one was gonna notice, it was just me, but now I'm obsessed with it, so there we go. No. Oi! Nothing is working. I guess just I needed to put it more on her face. I don't know. And the end of time comes and this card is still not done. Oh my gosh. This card was not supposed to take this long. All right, there we go. Now her head is up and her little bow's intact on her head. All right, there we go. There we go, cute. I think it looks kind of cute. I don't know how you guys feel, but I think it looks good. This is definitely one that I need to send to my friend Casey. I don't have any pink I have some pink sequins, but none that are that same color. So I think that was my best option for this particular situation, so that I was able to get my the color in that I wanted, you know, just to get the design idea that I wanted. So anyway, well, thanks for tuning in, guys, with the match mix up and everything. I appreciate it. And you have a great day.